What's up, guys? Amir 14121 here from Awkward Gaming, joined by Victory Saber, aka Jerry,
Hey, what's up, guys?
and Justin, aka Justice Ad Gaming.
Hey,
And
Just as XD.
today, it doesn't matter. Doesn't matter,
It,
Justice.
it does. It does for. It does when you type. You
Well,
type just
hey,
as XZ. You
but
know.
hey, it's gonna be in the description anyway, so chill. Anyways,
All right.
so a while back, this is like several days old, but I found it the day it came out, but we couldn't make a video because I had work, Jerry had work, we all had work. But anyways,
Work.
a lot of new. There was an interview on this gaming this website with Masayuki Hirano, the guy
Producer.
producer of the game. There you go. And yeah, so this is a bunch of mechanics that they added to the game and a bunch of shit that is either gonna make the game really amazing or really crappy. So we're here to talk about it. You've probably already heard this information before, but stay. Maybe you'll hear something new. Maybe you won't. But
So yeah, I guess this would be more of a reaction video than it is a discussion.
Well, I mean, definitely a discussion video because we are going to be discussing how we feel about it.
We're discussing our reactions.
Yeah. So, anyways,
So,
I'm going
If I'll let you start because I
You
want
want
to talk
me to
about the stamina break.
I want to talk about the stamina break.
I want to talk about the
I've been
stamina
complaining
break.
about that for a while. We will both talk about the stamina break. So F you, man. But,
I think it's only fair if I'm the one who talks about the stamina break then.
gloss over
No.
that. Anyway, so we'll start with the beginning of the paragraph. We'll go down. Okay. But first things first, they added, reverse dash. It's the thing that we complain on, or like not complain, but me and Bobby had a little conversation of whether that was a counter or an evasive on the gameplay footage. If you haven't watched that, you should. It's awesome. But
Oh yeah, with Turles and
yeah,
Kuchigohan.
so now it's confirmed that that is not any of those things. It's the reverse dash. I don't know what kind of requirements it uses, whether it uses key and stamina, just key. We have no idea. But according to this interview, it's supposed to prevent people from going really far away and spamming key blasts, like Emperor's Death Beam and shit. So, I mean, it's a great idea, but I think this kind of further weakens key blasters because... Like, what do key blasters have now? Key blasters really do need to be melees now, or they can't put up a fight.
Yeah, I don't know if you guys ever heard me complain about key blasters, but key blasters are inherently weaker than stamina, or not stamina, than strikers.
Yeah.
And I know you guys are probably like, oh no, what are you talking about, man? I'm a key blaster, and it's shut up. Okay, I know what I'm talking about. Anyway.
Wow, that's so mean. Calm it down there, buddy. But,
it's a lot easier for strikers to chain their combos than it is for key blasters, which kind of gets back into the second paragraph, which we'll get into. But my biggest complaint about key blasters was doing a key blast attack. It's really slow, and going from punching to a key blast, there would be this big delay, and then your opponent will be able to escape. Another thing I really hated about key blasters was the close. Strikers get a net positive, while key blasters get a net neutral.
okay, what he just said there was strikers get net positive, key blasters get net neutral. Is that what you just said? Sorry, you cut off the
neutral.
Skype, so I'm just reiterating.
Yeah, I said net neutral. And if you don't know what I mean the close, like strikers, they get a decrease in key blast, which you're a striker, you're not going to use key blast anyway, and they get a buff in stamina, basic, and strike super.
Yeah,
Where key blasters,
honestly,
they
key
only
blasters.
get a buff. In
Sorry,
key
go ahead.
blast.
Yeah,
I was gonna say.
some key blasters. Sorry, I
let
think
me
you were
finish.
gonna get into this, but go ahead and finish, it, and then I'll see if you
Alright,
said what I was
okay.
gonna say.
Key blasters get only a positive in key blast and health, while they get a negative in basic attack and strike super. And you might think that makes perfect sense. Well, key blasters still need to punch and kick your opponent to gain that key, because charging is a no-go in PvP. Like, never put a charge move in PvP. You are way too open.
See, okay,
when,
so you
when
did
someone
talk
does
about
that.
what I was going to talk about. Yeah, I was going to say that, yeah, decrease in base attack sucks. Because most of that time while you're trying to recover key, you're trying to wail on your opponent. And if you're doing like 0 damage, that has no benefits to you. Especially because key blasts miss so often.
Yeah, so this reverse dash makes me feel like key blasters are just getting mechanics geared against them again.
But we'll
You want
see
to
how
do
this
the?
goes.
You want to
Because-
talk about the stamina break?
Yeah, let me just finish this real quick. I mean, this could go either way, though, because, I mean, doing this reverse dash, and especially since you can change directions, we don't know how much this is going to affect just their stats-wise. like how much ki they're gonna take or how much damage. It could take like half a goddamn bar, which would be stupid. But I mean, I'm just saying we don't know how it's gonna affect your gauges like stamina gauge and ki gauge.
If it's the same, if the reverse dash does the same as an evasive, I think that would be pretty balanced.
Or yeah, I think that makes sense because that way people just can't spam that.
Right.
Then what's the point? But yeah, I guess we're gonna go into stamina break, which is like me and Jerry are both freaking out about this because I don't know what this means. Because it says people continuously snap vanish away from people's combos, which makes sense. You should be able to snap vanish away from. But they added like a stamina break command to take away your opponent's stamina so they can't snap vanish away. But if they break your stamina, then doesn't that mean you can't evasive out of it either? So that means you're just gonna get wailed on by strikers. It's gonna be bad. Continue, Jerry.
Yeah, it kind of goes back to what I said. Strikers just having more benefits in the game. Like it says right here that fans had a difficult time doing combos. If you've ever played as a striker, you don't have a difficult time doing combos because, like, if your opponent snaps vanishes behind you, you just do a back kick and then you can just keep doing your combo. Oh, they did it again, back kick again. And you can keep the train rolling if you're good at back kicks, and it's just like, oh, now you can break their stamina so they can't do back kicks or even an evasive.
Like I don't know how that stamina, like that's really worrying because oh my god. I mean, yes, I guess it helps for the casual player, but in the long run, as you get better at this game, people figure out infinite combos. They will inherently figure this out. Eventually, they'll find a way to just keep using that stamina break. And they go into infinite combo, stamina break, infinite combo, you will literally be able to do nothing. But of course, take what we say with a grain of salt. This could be an amazing mechanic, because the game isn't out yet, and we haven't seen it. So what we're talking about is just how it's worded, and how we see it.
Yeah, how it's worded really scares us. Honestly, so, what it sounds like to me, it sounds like it's going to be an inherent hyper drain for every character. You know?
I honestly think, this is what does that mean, like, after the combo's been finished, do you immediately get your stamina back, or does it have, like, that regained, like, stamina charge period like you do when you have your stamina broken in Xenoverse 1? Like, how does that stamina break mechanic actually work? Is it actually broken, or is it, like, stunned for a second where you can't do anything?
I have no idea.
But either way, I mean, that's a really iffy system. We'll see how it actually turns out. It could be a great thing, and we're complaining for no reason. But right now, it seems like these two big changes of the reverse dash and the stamina break are really gearing towards melee strike-based characters, because they're seeming to get all the dodge ability of versus key opponents, and they get the ability to just keep wailing on their opponent with stamina break. So we'll see how that goes. It could be great, it could be bad. Who the heck knows? We'll see. We need some more footage coming out to see what happens with that.
Yeah, because the Turles versus Future Gohan, purposely they didn't have any footage of like their health, their key bars, or their stamina, which is like really important information, but it's whatever. Justin, do you want to go into the next one?
Let's see now. Yeah, this is the feedback about the fighting games like Tekken, right?
Yeah.
All right. Well, the thing with that is it says it's trying to cater to both casual and it's like professional, serious players, and that is definitely hard to do. The thing is that I'm worried that they're going to be trying to make it like too easy to do things, that the serious people will literally destroy everyone with some kind of exploit. Because it's like you were saying earlier, if, like, say you can get like a Saiyan infinite combo, and then they can't evade it, they're literally just going to punch you to death the entire round.
Yeah, I feel like Saiyans have the easiest infinite combo of any race. Like, I was able to figure that out immediately. It took me a little time to figure out the human infinite combo, and I don't even do it that often. But I mean, it could really go either way.
It really is a weird thing. I mean, the thing is that if they keep trying to make this game, like, if they try to use the Tekken mechanics, it's kind of changing the core of Xenoverse. I don't know how that will work, but I mean, it's really iffy. Like, keep Xenoverse, you know? I mean, of course, change the mechanics to what people complain about because, things are broken. But, I mean, don't try to make it like another game.
Yeah, with all these new mechanics, it almost feels like they're trying to make it a brand new game. But, I don't know. We'll have to see. Hopefully they'll have, like, a demo coming out pretty soon. That would, like, fix everything. That would be nice. That would really, like, we'd see, I don't know, actual gameplay demo. That would really answer a lot of our questions.
Yeah. But I'm very curious to see how this ki and stamina will work, because that's kind of like the main thing I want to see, because everything kind of bases around that. Your ability to kick ass is depending on how much
What if they had a third bar?
That's what I was thinking.
Third bar?
Like a third bar for like snap vanishes would be amazing, because then it has nothing to do with your stamina. Everyone's kind of equal on that ground.
Yeah, Xenoverse, the skill on Xenoverse is how well you can maintain your stamina.
Yeah, it definitely is.
That's how you can gauge how good somebody is in Xenoverse.
But the next thing really gets me excited, though. So it says, how are you going to enhance the character creator for Dragon Ball Xenoverse 2? And it says, we have more parts, costumes, and attacks. We are planning to make all of those. So clearly, when I hear we're planning to make all of those, I don't think it's going to be something that's like, in the actual show. They're probably going to create some new moves, new characters, like just to add variety, because there's only so much that they could actually take from the actual show. Because Dragon Ball reuses a lot of things, and there's not much new additions to it.
How often do you see generic yellow Ki Blast in the series that just doesn't have a name?
I know. How many times do you see an attack that's basically Kamehameha with a different color? Like, I think adding new attacks is, like, even if they had to make it up, I think it just adds a variety, because then what's the point of playing the same old moveset over and over and over again?
Yeah,
and that goes back to something I said a long time ago. A long time ago, I wanted to have like a move creator.
Move creator.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, the move creator. I played around with Dragon Ball Z a little bit because I was thinking about recording that, but I ended up not doing it. And in Dragon Ball Z, they have a move creator, and it's really hard to create moves in like the Dragon Ball universe, because everything just ends up becoming just a giant beam or an explosion or tiny blasts, and you just change the color and then give it a name.
Yeah, I think I do like the, how you just have set moves, so you just have to be creative with those movesets. Like, you've seen a lot of our class builds and character builds where we try to be creative. Like, we have, like, what's it called? Dynamic
Skywalker.
No, what I'm talking about, like, it's like when we combo moves, like, we have Crusher Volcano with Dai Missile Barrage, we call it. What is it? Crusher Barrage? That was my name for it. It was awesome. But I mean, like what I'm saying. But yeah, I mean, what the idea is, like, you can still mix and match and make your own moveset. That'll be super awesome. So I mean, you still have that sense of customizability when you get new moves. So
I suppose, yeah.
Yeah, but it is what it is.
Well, what else does the thing say? It talks about like the different races.
They're not expanding them.
Yeah, they're not expanding different races, so there's not going to be like an android class, which kind of sucks.
It sucks.
I really wanted a monster class.
Or a monster class.
Just gigantic whatever.
No, it makes perfect sense, because in what's it called? In not Dokkan Battle. Dragon Ball Fusions.
Oh, Fusions.
Yeah.
Dragon Ball Fusions, they have a generic alien class, which.
So is that like the pool class?
Yeah, it's like a pool. I mean, you have people like.
They look like humanoids, though.
Yeah, humanoid alien, like Bojack. They're just like basically just pointy-eared, different color humans.
Yeah, I got
but they have different perks. I mean, that was nice. And also in Dragon Ball Online, they had the Kaioshin.
Yeah,
the Kaioshin class.
Kaioshin. They also have that in Fusions also.
Oh, do they?
They combine them with the Majins. They're called Otherworlders.
Oh yeah. So.
But now they're thin Majins.
So yeah, I mean, it sucks that we're not getting those. So we'll just get the the regular human Saiyan, Namekian, Majin, and Frieza race or Artesian. I really hope that Namekians get a bit of a buff, because they sucked.
Yeah,
they sucked.
They need a complete redesign. Yeah, their stance was the worst, because just the whole back and forth thing. There was just too big a chance to miss, and when you missed, you were like 2 feet away from the opponent, so you can't even recover. So, it's too bad. It's the worst.
Unless they all played like
their
Piccolo.
Stats suck, because most people don't use capsules during a PvP, so, I mean, they don't even get that boost.
Their buffs were terrible. I mean, they had a really good stamina buff, but then it got patched, and then it became pretty close to normal.
Yeah, so I mean, just... And even their health regen is so minuscule, it doesn't even matter. Like, not even a little bit. So
it really doesn't. I mean, what are you gonna do? Just run away just so your health can increase? I mean, they made freaking reverse dash just for that.
Yeah, I know. And by the way, actually, even for cause remember Jerry and why am I saying Jerry now? Remember Jerry when we made level 1 Namekians of hit? while we were testing it, that health regen didn't even come into effect. Like, we couldn't even see a viability of that boost for level 1, where, you know, that's supposed to be like the most gains you'd probably see. But even then, it was
also
so missed, so it
because
didn't matter.
I mean, it also could be because of our playstyle. I mean, you and me both like to rush and then kind of just go into intuition for like all of our moves.
Yeah, I've seen that a lot of people online. They play a lot more laid back. Like, they kind of study their opponent, where us, we kind of just go and react. So
yeah, we go and react.
Different playstyles. So I don't know. It's playstyles. But there's one thing that's not actually on this page, but I saw it on a different page. I'll try to find it and show you guys later. But this is probably old news to you guys, but it was new to me, so I thought I'd mention it. You can join like different, like, you know, you can join the Frieza army, and then you can change history. Apparently, you can change history to, like, you know, help Frieza's side instead of, you know, having Goku win that match. So that was pretty cool to see.
I remember what you're talking about. In the thing, it said infiltrate, though.
Yeah, I know, but I'm guessing what that means, because it says change history. So why would you be against Frieza?
It's like a more long term.
Yeah, but why would you infiltrate Frieza's base? You know?
Well, actually, you know what? It could be. It's not the past Frieza's base; it's the current one. Because if I remember correctly, in Dragon Ball Online, the remainder of Frieza's army was joined with the Time Breakers. So it's a whole spy mission.
Oh yeah, the Time Breakers. We totally forgot about that. We did a what's it called, a discussion video about the possible storyline for Xenoverse 2. It's a really, really old video.
Yeah, that's like Amir, when Xenoverse first came out.
Yeah, Amir, if you could like link that video in like annotation or something.
I'll probably
because
annotate it.
We did make some pretty good guesses in there, which still actually could hold for Xenoverse 2. Basically, according to Dragon Ball Online, after the events of Xenoverse 1, like 2 years later, or a few years later, I forget how it is, Mirantoa come back.
Because it's 850 and then 852 is Xenoverse 2, so 2 years.
Right. So, like, at some time later, in the Dragon Ball timeline, Mirantoa come back, and they have, like, a whole army of, like, Time Breakers, and it's basically, like, Time Patrollers versus Time Breakers kind of situation. So, I mean, that could still hold, you know?
Yeah,
that could definitely.
So maybe this is like when they're recruiting it, and that's why you have to infiltrate them to try to get information. Maybe you even have to break time and then fix it later in order to get deep into the group.
Yeah, that'd be a cool thing. But I really do kind of want to play the bad guy, so hopefully they still give you that option, just not to be like a spy, like actually join Frieza's army and try to help Frieza.
Actually, that still would be pretty cool if you're a spy.
Wait, no, because dude, wait. No, that makes no sense, because they had like the you can help Frieza become ruler of the universe. That's what the thing said. I need to find this and link it to you guys.
Oh, it does?
Yeah, it said ruler of the universe. Alright guys, we're back. So I found the site where I found the whole ruler of the universe thing, and yep, it is from a weekly Shonen Jump magazine. I'll link the site where I got this information from, but it says right in the bottom, this time you can also infiltrate in history, not the Frieza's thing. History, you're infiltrating history. For example, you can join Frieza's army and set your sights on ruler of the universe. So that means you can actually help Frieza or yourself become ruler of the universe. So there you go. You can actually choose the dark side.
Yeah.
But anyway,
I mean, that's really cool.
That's going to be very interesting, because it's going to lead to probably like a multiple different storylines, and it's going to probably go to that factions thing that was being talked about.
Yeah, factions are pretty cool. But let's see. Now here's I found this another site while I was looking for the original site, and it has like a bunch of more information that kind of made us sad and happy at the same time. But let's go ahead and talk about the first thing that's on this. Would there be balancing to the roster at all for characters coming from the first game? And apparently, they said, you know, it'd be quite odd if Yamcha were stronger than Super Saiyan God, Super Saiyan Goku. But if you're a good enough player, you still have the chance to beat Super Saiyan God, Super Saiyan Goku. If you're
so long story short, the answer is yes.
So yes. Wait, what?
Yeah, yes, they're gonna balance out the roster.
Oh, okay. I thought you were just saying yes for no reason, but yes. So that'd be pretty cool. So now you know it's not just based on how weak your character stats are. If you're good enough at the game, you can beat pretty much anyone.
Well, actually, that could still be an issue. I think what it means is, like, if you and me were to fight each other, And you know how like if I got Super Saiyan God Goku and then you got Krillin, like you're obviously at a disadvantage because Krillin, like you're good at the game, but you know Krillin compared to SSG Goku, like I got the hard advantage.
Oh hell yeah!
And there's kind of like an invisible tier system in the Dragon Ball roster where like certain characters are just stronger than others, like inherently. So it could refer to that. You could still have a disadvantage if you're like a level 20 fighting a level 86 in custom created or random avatars.
I mean, it doesn't seem.
Now, I'm wondering,
like...
how does that affect a pool in Cell Junior? Are they gonna still be in the game? I wonder.
They probably will. I mean, I don't know if a pool will be, but I mean, Cell Junior. I have no idea actually.
I mean, they can definitely Cell Junior.
I mean, if they already have the character models, they might just add it just because they have it, and they can just add more characters still. But it is what it is. But we'll see how that turns around. I mean, hopefully, I just really do hope that Avatar characters, or not Avatar, original characters will have a constant strength, and it doesn't matter on what kind of level you have or your opponent has. Like, just have them be constantly strong. So, a level like 99 person with their OP as fudge Avatar character can fight against like a level 30. Well, he's using like Super Saiyan God Goku, and they can be on equal footing at least a little bit. But that's the thing to see what happens there. But yeah. So there was a thing that made us really sad because we were talking about the whole stamina break thing, and it says how are you gonna mitigate spam this time, and it go all the way down, and it says we really focused. Wait, where is it? Shit, I missed it. Where is it? Stamina break.
Basically, they're just saying that the stamina break is gonna, break your stamina, and we're afraid of that because we go back to strikers being just inherently strong.
I found it. Okay, so it says, will there be adjustments to the PvP player versus player systems? And it says right here, we implemented a new feature called Stamina Break where you can hit a specific attack against an opponent and they lose their stamina. That means that you can't evasive out of it. You literally lose your stamina. You just sit there and you take it unless they have like a new way to block. So that's such an overwhelming advantage for strikers. Like, it's ridiculous how this is going to be broken.
Yeah, it's not looking forward to that.
Yeah, it's not looking good at all.
On the bright side,
the only way they could fix it is if they change the bar up. Like I was talking about this earlier, where they have to add something other than stamina, or
but then
separate some things.
It basically becomes a brand new game if they change too much.
Yeah, but then if they're going to do that, then it just literally becomes a stamina destroying game. Who can make the other person helpless the quickest?
And I just realized that means Snap Vanish is still a thing that relies on stamina. Damn it. Because
that's another thing. I hope that dashing no longer takes up stamina.
They added this whole thing to, stop people from Snap Vanishing out of combos. So that means that Snap Vanish, since it's called Stamina Break, that means Snap Vanishes still rely on stamina. God damn it. Damn it. So,
I think they can make an adjustment for
there's
this
a lot
game
of things that are scaring us because we play the game a lot, and Amir and I are both, I guess we're both hybrid. We rely on our hybrid builds a lot when we want to have fun.
Yeah.
So
it's a fun
we
way
know
to,
how
test yourself.
We know how both worlds kind of work.
Mm.
And I don't know, we're just scared of these mechanics a little bit.
And right now, Key Blaster just keeps shafted so hard. You have the reverse dash, which is, taking away the only positive that Key Blasters have, which is range. And we have Stamina Break, which just allows strikers to keep wailing on you. And usually, their base attack is just so much stronger than yours, so you can just keep wailing on them continuously until the game's over. So we'll see. On a positive note, looks like RNG has been very, very reduced. So you have a higher chance of getting the item that you want from a parallel quest. So at least that's good. So you won't have to play 20 times to get one item.
Yeah. It sounds like it's more of a mission and reward system rather than an RNG drop rate. So basically, you have to beat the mission with a certain criteria rather than have to get the certain criteria, and then maybe you'll get it.
Yeah, that would be the best way to do it. Defeat the enemy in a transformed state, or defeat an enemy with this certain move or something like that.
Yeah.
Kind of like in Budokai 3, where you can get you can unlock extra content if you defeat an enemy in a certain way.
Yeah.
Like there was one where defeat Cell using Warp Kamehameha. I mean, you can still beat him without it, but if you beat him with it, then you get extra content.
Yeah.
So
yeah, and I think that also gives you like the, you know, confidence that if you actually finish this task, you will get the item, not you might get the item. So
right.
Yeah.
It's very straightforward rather than being random.
Yeah, I think that would make it so much better. But
did we talk about clothes?
No, that's what I wanted to talk about next. Go ahead.
Okay, so long story short, they asked about, you know, the whole clothes thing and how that's going to work, and the producer basically said that you're going to be able to dress the way you want and still be ready for PvP combat. So that's great. I mean, I got no problem with that. I think that's pretty much what everybody wanted, because when it comes to endgame clothes, there's only like a handful of clothes, and you can only mix and match from those, unless you want it to be, you know, have the style points and risk having a weaker outfit just for the looks.
Basically, you're always at a disadvantage if you aren't dressed as Vegito or one of the DLC costumes.
Vegeta, Goku, Goku, or Broly or Bardock, or the Time Patroller outfit.
Or the free DLC one that you got from the Resurrection of F.
Yeah, that was the Vegeta or Goku one.
Oh, I thought you said Vegito. Sorry.
Vegito.
Yeah, Vegito is actually already in the game. I don't know what I'm talking about. But anyways,
what are your guys' thoughts on all of this? I really want to know. Well, I mean, we do a pretty good job.
One last thing here. Sorry, one last thing. Finally, it's the last thing that we're going to talk about. It's the whole, you know, choices about Dragon Ball outcomes, and he says specifically.
Oh yeah, I'm excited for this.
We want players to feel this inner conflict because their mission is to return the history back to normal, but the outcomes in the Dragon Ball story, but there are outcomes in the Dragon Ball story you wish were different. We want players to feel that inner conflict between what they have to do and what they want to do. So that means you might have a chance to change things, like, you know, like in the Cell Saga, if you don't want Goku to die, you can stop Goku from dying and see what the hell happens. Or, you know,
see how it changes.
Yeah, so, you know, that'll be interesting to see what that looks like. Because, I mean, that kind of adds a lot of replayability to the story. Because after you play it once,
really important.
Because, like, you can literally change all your choices and see how the ending turns out. That'd be amazing. So, like, they're giving a lot of replayability just to the story for fun, not just to do a parallel quest. So. Hey,
what if I know this is really stupid, and I hope that this doesn't happen, but what if Xenoverse becomes like a Bethesda game? Where it has like multiple endings.
Oh god.
Oh yeah.
That'd be kind of dumb, but.
Well, I would think some multiple endings would be good, like if you broke time or you fixed time. Because going back to what I had said earlier when we first were looking over this, like what if there is like the good ending, where you've been a time patroller as hard as it's been, and then what they do is then they get your old time patroller and then they corrupt him using like the villainous mode, and then he's the final boss. But if all you did was make selfish choices or change everything and became a time breaker, then he has to fight you in the final fight as the time patroller.
So cool.
And then so like multiple endings would be like awesome.
Oh hell yeah!
I mean, we don't have to go full Shadow of the Hedgehog 17 or something endings, but like 2 or 3.
There were 17 endings in Shadow of the Hedgehog?
I don't know. I heard there was like more than 10.
That's dumb.
Goddamn.
That's kind of
dumb. It's Shadow of the Hedgehog.
That's a lot. That is a lot.
I can see why nobody liked that game.
Wow, that's kind of mean. I mean,
I guess the game actually. Since we mentioned Shadow of the Hedgehog, I guess
no. We're not going to digress into freaking.
No, I'm not going to go into Shadow of the Hedgehog. I'm just saying it has like a karma system like Infamous, where you can kill humans or you can kill monsters.
So this is like a Bethesda game.
Kind of.
I don't know how this is gonna work, but we're getting super like
we're getting super off. Yeah.
Anyways, hopefully
I'm just saying it's a concept that would be cool in Xenoverse to have like a bad and good time like.
A karma system.
Like, yeah.
I mean, it's possible with multiple factions,
but anyways, hopefully you guys enjoyed. What do you guys think about this? Do you agree with some of the points we made about like the new mechanics, like stamina break and reverse dash? Are key blasters being shafted? Are they not? Do you think you know, they will find a way to equal the melee versus the key blaster kind of space that seems to be growing with all the information that we're getting? And you know, what do you think? How do you like the possibility words
to do all these things?
There you go.
Okay, so one thing I wanted to say real fast. If some of you in the comment section, I know you're probably like way better than us at like doing the Xenoverse things, and you're probably thinking to yourself, "Oh man, I don't give two flying Fs about this. I'm super OP in Xenoverse 1. I'm gonna be super OP in Xenoverse 2." You know, just think about the little guy. You know, think about the person who's like just wants to pick up the game for the first time and just play.
Honestly,
think about the casual players.
I don't think even like Xenoverse 1 will translate to Xenoverse 2 because they talked about how they're gonna make it like a little bit like, you know, Tekken and all the other games. So that means they might be changing up everything. So it might not even play the way it used to play. Like,
you know, quick little note I just realized: the picture on this site shows Goku using what looks like the Big Bang attack.
yeah, me and Jerry had like a long conversation about that. We're like, is he using like Bardock's Riot Javelin or was it Tyrant Lancer, or is he using
Both.
like Big Bang attack? Like what's going on there?
You know, something just occurred to me. What if they've altered a lot of the Ki Blast moves so that they fit more into like melee
Hey,
combos
weren't we gonna
or
like end
strike
the video?
combos?
We were, but
I know,
Justin had to bring up the
I just
picture.
realized. It's interesting.
But yeah,
Well, I
it
hope
looks
you
cool.
enjoyed this 30-minute video.
Oh yeah.
And
But anyways,
And,
hopefully you guys
yeah.
enjoyed. If you did, hit that like button. If you disliked it, you know what to do. If you want to comment about something, like all this stuff that we just talked about, put that in the comment section below. And if you want to check out Justin's channel, it'll be in the channel description below. If you want to check out our Twitter, also in the description below. Or you can just put twitter.com/goawkwardgaming. And if you haven't subbed already, hit that sub button. And we'll see you guys next time.
Bye.
But
Okay. I'll screen cap it and try to make it bigger so you guys can see it in the video. But
Also, in Xenoverse 1,
Frieza
was that
is-
Frieza with his tail cut off.
possibly. But yeah, Frieza's doing his death ball, and then right behind Frieza is Cooler doing.